When Prince Abdul Jalil passed away in 2015, he was only 25 years old. The news shocked the entire nation and left millions of Malaysians in deep sorrow. He was loved by everyone and was described as the perfect prince. People called him the Prince of Hearts and the People's Prince. So why was his fate so tragic, and what really led to his death? Watch the full video to find out. His story will break your heart. The Johor royal family is one of the oldest and most powerful dynasties in Malaysia. Their head, Sultan Ibrahim Iskandar, is the current king of Malaysia. He is also considered one of the wealthiest men in the country, with a personal fortune estimated at around $5.7 billion. Together with his wife, Raja Zarith Sophia, he built a large and prominent royal family. The couple has 6 children. Among them was Abdul Jalil, one of their sons who would later become one of the most beloved members of the family, and someone Malaysians still talk about to this day. Prince Abdul Jalil was born on July 5, 1990. His name means servant of the Almighty in Arabic. From a very young age, it was clear that he was different from most royals. While others enjoyed the luxury and privileges of royal life, he showed a deep love for nature and animals. He kept many pets at home, reflecting his gentle and caring personality. That is why, after finishing his early education in Johor Bahru, he traveled to the United Kingdom to study zoological and conservation studies. And when he came back, he didn't return to the palace. He volunteered at the Singapore Zoo's Reptile and Veterinary Department for a year, then 2 more years at the London Zoo. When he first arrived at the Singapore Zoo, a colleague once recalled that he introduced himself simply as Jalil. She had no idea he was a prince and only discovered his true identity much later. But his love for animals was only one part of who he was. When Abdul Jalil turned 21, he made a decision that surprised even his closest family members. He chose to become a police officer and joined the Royal Malaysian Police Training Program. From the very beginning, he made one thing clear. He did not want any special treatment. He wanted to experience what the real training felt like everyone else. He eventually graduated as a commissioned inspector, becoming the first and only member of the Malaysian royal family to serve in the police force. But even that was not enough for Abdul Jalil. Away from the zoo and the police force, he was deeply involved in charity work. He took part in many organizations, including the Malaysian Red Crescent Society, where he later served as vice chairman of community services. When Johor was hit by devastating floods in 2006, he was still a teenager, but he was already on the ground. He helped distribute aid and spent time with displaced families, listening to their problems and offering support. He also had a passion for sailing, not the luxury kind, but the kind that required skill and determination. In 2013, he introduced the Malaysian Sailing League, giving thousands of young Malaysians who could not afford the sport the opportunity to experience sailing for the first time. In 2014, the International Sailing Federation honored him with their President Development Award for his contribution to youth sailing. Beyond his achievements, Prince Abdul Jalil was known for having a truly big heart. He was very sensitive to the needs of those around him. According to people close to him, when he visited roadside food stalls, he would often buy more food than he needed, simply to help the sellers earn more. He also treated his staff with great kindness, always making sure they were living comfortably and that their children were not forgotten, often surprising them with small gifts and treats. This way of thinking was something he often expressed in his own words. He once said, "I wish to be among the people and have good relationships with the people of Johor. For the rest of my life, I wish to talk to as many people as I can. There are obviously people with much tougher lives than I, and I wish to listen to what they have to say." In August 2014, while serving in the police force, Abdul Jalil began to feel a persistent pain in his right shoulder. At first, there were no other signs that something was wrong. He had always been healthy, but the pain led him to Gleneagles Hospital, Kuala Lumpur. And the results changed everything. He was diagnosed with liver cancer. By December 2014, doctors confirmed that it had already reached stage 4. Sultan Ibrahim Iskandar immediately sought the best possible treatment for his son. But time was running out. The last hope was a liver transplant. The operation was carried out at Sun Yat-sen University and was considered successful. Sadly, it only gave Abdul Jalil a short period of relief. Even during his recovery, he refused to stop giving. Whenever his health allowed it, he visited cancer patients in hospitals. He spent time with them, listening to their stories, sharing his own experience, and offering words of encouragement. Seeing others smile gave him strength. It gave him a reason to keep fighting. He also refused to see people around him saddened by his rapidly deteriorating health. Even when he was in severe pain, he still felt responsible for keeping their spirits up. There was even a video, which went viral across Malaysia, of him in the hospital, playfully trying to hide from medical procedures, laughing with a nurse. People didn't just smile watching it, they were in awe of him. During this time, he also began thinking about ways to support other cancer patients, especially those who could not afford the extremely high cost of treatment. This idea would later inspire the creation of the Tunku Laksamana Johor Cancer Foundation in his honor. Sadly, in December 2015, Abdul Jalil passed away at the age of 25, surrounded by his family. During his funeral, thousands of people stood in heavy rain to line the streets and pay their respects. It showed how deeply he was loved across the nation. On his coffin lay a police cap and a sword, powerful symbols of a man who gave everything he had to serve and protect ordinary people. His father, Sultan Ibrahim, made sure that his son's final wish would live on. In 2016, he officially launched the Cancer Foundation. Today, it supports cancer research, provides financial and medical assistance, and offers emotional support to patients and their families across Malaysia, especially those who cannot afford treatment. The foundation's motto is "Fight like Jalil." None of this would exist without a young prince who, even while fighting his own illness, chose to think about others before himself. Abdul Jalil once said that he wished to be remembered as someone who touched people's lives and made an impact while staying humble and grounded. And that is exactly what he became. He was only 25, but in that short time, he gave more than many do in a lifetime. Do you think Malaysia will ever have another prince like him? Share your thoughts in the comments. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video and want more like it, be sure to leave a thumbs up below in appreciation. And if you haven't already, you really want to subscribe to my channel and tick the bell icon so you get notified as I upload a new video every week. See you in the next video.